Hello, I'm here with Manuel Holl,
Hi, Tim.
and we are at UX Poland 2016. We are at Copernicus Science Center. Manuel came here from Allianz Group, and Allianz is a generous sponsor of UX Poland this year's edition, and we hope every future one. And Manuel, you just participated in our expert panel,
Yes.
talking about what responsibility in design means for business and what is impact on business practice if you try to design responsibly.
Yes.
And I would like to hear a little more, because you said that you focus on making sure that people who suffer some unpleasant experience receive their compensation timely and in the most convenient manner. But as I was talking with your friends before here at UX Poland, you also presented a really impressive presentation of products that actually help people not get in trouble. How is that? Can you tell more about it?
Sure, happy to. So yeah, that's true. I mean, on the stage we talked about this, and I think this is also the theme of what was said. We need to get our core in order. So I think it's most important that, let's say, what's expected, we are good and we're delivering on. But as an insurance company, because we're dealing with risks, we have a very good understanding about how risks are actually materializing. So there is a certain chance of, by using data or experience, to help not only companies but also individuals to avoid risks. So in the corporate world, that is actually standard. So let's say whenever we're working with big companies and we are going into a joint project, we always have risk experts that are going on site and helping to ascertain what could be the potential risk and how can they mitigate the risks so that no fire bursts out, that all the watering installations are right, if they are putting their business in a certain area, what risks are exposed.
How does it translate into the lives of people who trust you with ensuring their safety?
The safety, on the individual side. I assume
exactly.
you mean. Okay. So I think there are different, because we're covering different lines. So many people associate insurance with car insurance. Let's maybe take this as a small example. So it's a very commoditized product, I would say. But in this area, for example, and also here at UX Poland, we're trying to work with young startups in order to, let's say, more from a gamification point of view, trying to get more responsibility into driving. So we have here a very interesting company called Milebox, who is rewarding safe behavior with a point system and rewarding system. So whenever you adhere to the parameters that are given on the street, you collect points and you get certain kind of challenges. And if this is then going, if you're in this one, you're actually rewarded for a safe behavior. And it's a more playful way of, let's say, getting responsibility in at least the topic of mobility.
So actually you are putting the one missing ingredient into responsibility that was missing, and actually the reward and having fun with the responsible behavior. That's a daring concept.
Yeah, absolutely. I think for me personally, I think it's getting even more interesting in health. Health is an extremely wide topic, and especially when people are young like you, you never really think about risks because you're young, you're strong, nothing can actually happen to you. So
we're invincible.
You're invincible for many years. So and there are different paths that you can take. I mean, I mentioned on the stage one path where we're helping actually people living a more responsible life once something happened to them already. I took the example of diabetes. I know this actually from my own family, where my father and my aunt actually have diabetes. It's to a certain extent DNA related. And over the years, you can really see the difference. My father is a very disciplined person. He adhered to all the diets. He changed his lifestyle from one day to the other and was always more healthy, more fit than all his colleagues and friends who've never had diabetes. And my aunt, his sister, was on the other side, and she also suffers now. And that is, we have dedicated programs for this one in order to help people go on this track and stay on this track and help to positively change their way of living so that they actually have a longer benefit of it. So that's, let's say, in the more serious events, even though, and it's a good example, you don't see the seriousness when it's happening. So people with diabetes, they have a normal life. You can eat whatever you want for 20, 30 years. But at the end, then really the you see the severe change. And that's where we try to help early on so that they actually have a longer and happier and healthier life actually at the end of it.
Okay. Thank you very much for helping us to be more responsible and stay safe. Thank you for supporting UX Poland, and thank you for this conversation.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much.
Thank you very much. It was a pleasure. Thank you.